Well, everybody, there's not a lot going on in sports today. It's Friday, October the 4th, 2024. There's a couple NBA preseason games. There's fantasy available at FanDuel. Not a lot of people are too big on preseason games, though. Major League Baseball playoffs, it's an off day. They resume on Saturday. And NFL, there's no Friday game this week. There hardly ever is. There is some Friday football in college football. So if you're looking at fantasy for these four games, they involve Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State, Houston, TCU, Michigan State, Oregon, and Syracuse versus UNLV. 5 p.m. Mountain Time is when it starts. The first game of the quartet starts. There's 7 p.m. Eastern Time for that. So if you're looking at who to pick for a quarterback, my pick in this game with FanDuel is going to be Kyle McCord. He's not the market leader. The highest salary is Dylan Gabriel at $12,000, and he's for Oregon. Kyle McCord is Syracuse. He actually is second in terms of fantasy points in the market. Now, what I like about him a little better is if you consult the betting odds, I go by Bet365. If you look at the kind of where the projections are, he's thought to throw somewhere between 300 and 350 yards tomorrow, which is a good total to be hoping for when you're picking him at fantasy. That he's not the highest salary is good, because you're going to save a little bit of salary to pick the other players. For passing touchdowns, he's aiming. Kyle McCord is projected to throw between 2 and 3. You do hope for more. You pick a quarterback and hope that he has that he beats the projections by a lot, of course. But I think that's a good starting point for your lineup, is to go with Kyle McCord, and then you're going to be beating. You'll probably get better stats than if you go with the market leader, which is Gabriel. And I think that McCord will do better against UNLV than Gabriel will do against MSU. Also, the MSU game, it has blowout potential. MSU, Michigan State University, is favored by 23.5 points. That's kind of good. Like, I can see why you would like that, but there's the fourth quarter being very slow-paced, pedestrian, and even the chance that there's a backup quarterback going into the game if Michigan State is leading by a lot, or even backup receivers that the QB1 can't target as effectively as his main receivers. So, with these blowout games, there's always the potential that the starters who are at the front of the game aren't there at the end of the game, and that can hurt you. The Syracuse UNLV game, it's the smallest spread. It's of the four. It's a 6.5 point spread in favor of UNLV. If you accept the projection the spread is being insightful, then that would imply that this game is going to be competitive and that they're going to be playing their top players for the full game. They don't put a guy on a bench when it's a one-possession game. They don't put their starters in. Not only do I think that McCord will have better stats and better fantasy points that result from that, at $1,800 cheaper for salary, it'll save you a little bit of salary so you can get the other better players.